Hello everyone, we are doing EVS 2 of Standard 4. This is lesson number 11, the discomfiture of Shaista Khan. So let's get started. This is part 1 of the video. Let us revise what we learned in the last chapter. In the last chapter we saw that Shivaji escaped from Panhalgarh to Vishalgarh, but while escaping he had great difficulty while passing the Godkhind Pass. Baji Prabhu decided to defend the pass and requested Shivaji Maharaj to proceed to Vishalgarh. Baji Prabhu laid down his life for Swaraj. Brave patriots and Baji Prabhu made the Godkhind a holy place and became immortal in history as Pawankhind. So Godkhind Pass became immortal in history as Pawankhind. So now let's see what happens further. In spite of repeated efforts, Adil Shah of Bijapur could not force Shivaji to surrender. Every Sardar of Bijapur who was sent against Shivaji was defeated. Adil Shah at last gave up the fight, made peace with Shivaji and gave recognition to his independent kingdom. So Adil Shah gave a fight with Shivaji and he recognized his kingdom as an independent kingdom. Shivaji thus had peace for some time on his southern border. In the meanwhile, constant Mughal attacks from the north had practically ruined Maharashtra. Shivaji therefore turned his attention towards northwards and carried out raids in the territory of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. This enraged Aurangzeb. Enraged means he became angry, and he sent Shaista Khan, his uncle, to deal with Shivaji and teach him a lesson. Shaista Khan, with a huge army of 75,000 men and hundreds of elephants, camels, and pieces of cannon, marched on Pune. On the way, he captured the towns of Shirwal, Shivapur, and Saswat, and finally laid siege to the fort of Purandar. Once the Maratha army surrounded him in a mountain pass. The Maratha troops moved very fast on their swift Bhimtadi ponies. So on what did the Maratha armies move fast? They moved fast on their Bhimtadi ponies. They also travelled very light. They could travel the hills and valleys in the shortest possible time on army rations consisting of onions and bajra bread. This type of warfare perfected by the Marathas was unknown to Shaista Khan. Tired of the continuous harassment by the Maratha troops, he at last raised the siege of Purandar. That means he left Purandar. Shaista Khan then continued his march on Pune. First he captured the fort of Chakan. Firangozi Narsala fought to defend the fort with great bravery and skill against the army of Shaista Khan. For 2 months he kept Shaista Khan at bay, but he was helpless against the guns of Shaista Khan. Shaista Khan was much impressed with the way Firangozi defended the fort and offered him service with the Mughal emperor. Firangozi, however, refused this tempting offer. Shaista Khan came to Pune and made Lal Mahal Shivaji's residence. So what was Lal Mahal? It was Shivaji's residence. He made his headquarters. 1 year passed, then another year. Shaista Khan would not leave Pune. His troops would raid Shivaji's territory, destroy crops and take away the cattle. So he was staying at Pune, Lal Mahal, Shivaji's home, and he was also harassing the people over there. At last, Shivaji decided to teach Shaista Khan a lesson. Shivaji knew the place Lal Mahal inside out, with all its entrances and exits, its secret passages, doors and windows. Shivaji decided to enter Lal Mahal one night and kill Shaista Khan. This was indeed a very bold plan. Lal Mahal was so well guarded that even an ant would find it difficult to get through. 75,000 troops were camping outside the palace. So Lal Mahal was guided with 75,000 troops. No armed Maratha was allowed to enter the town. But Shivaji had made up his mind. Shivaji fixed the date to carry out the plan. On the night of 5th April 1663, a marriage procession was passing along the streets of Pune. There was music and fireworks accompanying the procession. Hundreds of people dressed in fine clothes were in the procession. Some were in palanquins, others in minas, while many were on foot. Shivaji, with his band of trusted followers, joined the marriage procession to give the impression that they were a part of the marriage procession. But after some time, the procession proceeded on its way. जहाँ वो शादी को जाना था, the Bharat went. But Shivaji and his men moved away quietly in the direction of Lal Mahal. Shaista Khan was fast asleep at this hour. Shivaji made a hole in the wall and entered Lal Mahal. He had no trouble in finding his way out because, after all, it was his own house. The Khan's bodyguards were half asleep. Shivaji's followers tied them up. Shivaji went deeper inside. Suddenly, someone rushed at him with a sword. Shivaji killed him. He thought it was Shaista Khan, but it was his son. There was a commotion. People woke up. So, someone came in front of Shivaji and Shivaji killed him. He thought that it was Shaista Khan, but it was in fact Shaista Khan's son. So, this created a commotion. हड़बड़ी हो गई. And because of the sound, people woke up. Shivaji went straight to the Khan's chambers and took out his sword. Terrified, the Khan started shouting, the devil, and tried to escape through the window. Shivaji struck him with the sword which cut off 3 fingers of the Khan. The Khan could have lost his life, but he escaped with the loss of only 3 fingers. To deceive the Khan's troops, Shivaji and his men raised the cry, Shivaji has attacked, run, catch him, and started to run themselves. So first Shivaji attacked Khan, but Khan escaped from the window by losing only his 3 fingers. Now how they are going to come out from the Lal Mahal? So what they did, they started shouting that Shivaji has attacked, run, catch him, and started running. The Khan's troops also started running in all directions. In the confusion that followed, Shivaji and his men made their escape and reached Sinhagad. So, when everyone started running, even Shivaji and his men ran in between them and they escaped and came to Sinhagad. This incident took the fight out of Shaista Khan. Now he became afraid that he lost only his 3 fingers, he might have lost his head also. Aurangzeb was furious when he heard of this episode. Shaista Khan lost the emperor's favor and was transferred to Bengal. So, the Mughal emperor Aurangzeb, he became angry with Shaista Khan and he transferred him to Bengal. This was the first serious blow to the Mughal power. Shivaji had successfully bearded the lion in his own den. Gunfire announced the victory and a wave of joy went all over Maharashtra. So, I hope you have understood the lesson. We'll meet again in the next part. Till then, bye.